Hi, this is Ted Nguyen at Ted Nguyen USA doing an interview with U.S. Ambassador David Shear. First of all, thank you so much for coming to Little Saigon, and you can actually speak up a little louder as well if you want to get a little closer. So to introduce yourself and tell us what your primary objective here in your visit to Orange County, the home of the largest Vietnamese community outside of Vietnam.
Well, I've been ambassador to the U.S. ambassador to Vietnam for a year and a half now. I'm halfway through my tour, and it's really essential that we get back to the States and engage with the Vietnamese American community. So one of my primary purposes in coming back on this trip was to engage the Vietnamese American community, not only in Orange County, but in the San Francisco area as well. So I'll be having lots and lots of meetings, both here in Orange County and up north in the Bay Area. And the Vietnamese American community, of course, has a very strong voice. That voice is heard not only in the United States, but it's heard in Vietnam, and we listen to it.
So what are you hearing from the diverse community members in Orange County as well as in Northern California? What's the primary messages that you're hearing from them?
People are certainly very interested in the current conditions in Vietnam. They're particularly interested in the situation with regard to human rights. And I shared my views on U.S.-Vietnam relations and had a good time listening to what people had to say about that.
Right. So as far as business ties with Vietnam, I know that things are opening up quite a bit. What are some of the challenges going forward, and some of the things that you're working on as far as agreements so that you can have more open dialogue as well as more business relationships in Vietnam?
I think there's some great opportunities for Americans in Vietnam, not only with regard to exporting to Vietnam, but with regard to investment as well. That market is growing at between 5 to 7%. They've had a little economic uncertainty lately, but they're working their way through that. I think there's great potential for the Vietnamese economy, and there's great potential for American exporters and investors.
So how excited are you as far as, as an American, knowing that Vietnam has been a vital role in the history of America, and then to be in the center, the epicenter of the forging of the relationships as well as the business and cultural ties with Vietnam?
Well, it's always very exciting, and it's a great honor to be U.S. ambassador abroad, and I'm just delighted that I can represent the American people and the Vietnamese American community to the Vietnamese people.
And last question, what would you say to the Orange County Vietnamese business community, the cultural community, as well as the religious community here that is so strong and vibrant? What is your message to them as far as the hope for the future?
Again, I think the Vietnamese American community's voice is very strong. They've had they're fantastically successful people. Vietnamese American values are very strong. The Vietnamese American family is very strong. And I'm here at a women's business dinner, and I can tell you that Vietnamese American women are very strong. So all of those have contributed terrifically to the success of the Vietnamese American community.
All right, thank you. Any words in Vietnamese that you want to share with the audience members out there? What's your favorite Vietnamese meal or dish?
I love pho sao.
I
love bún bò Huế.
Bún bò Huế.
And I'll eat just about anything.
That's great. Well, you're at the right place at the right time, so thank you so much.
Very much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
One last thing, Ambassador. Sorry.